In the bustling corridors of Nashville International Airport, an extraordinary moment unfolded that brought hundreds of travelers to a complete standstill. Amid the usual chaos of boarding announcements, rushing passengers, and the constant hum of activity, something remarkable captured everyone's attention, a tribute so moving that it prompted an impromptu display of national unity and respect. Jen Tringale, a traveler passing through the airport that day, found herself witness to this unexpected scene. What began as a routine journey quickly transformed into a profound experience that would touch thousands across social media. As she heard an unusual announcement over the airport's loudspeaker, Tringale instinctively reached for her phone, sensing that what was about to happen deserved to be documented. "I witnessed an international airport come to a complete stop today," she later wrote when sharing the footage on Facebook. Her video would capture a moment where time seemed to pause, where the relentless forward motion of travel gave way to something more significant. The airline staff had made a special announcement that caught everyone's attention. They revealed that among the passengers that day were children of fallen service members, young ones who had lost a parent in combat. These children weren't just on any trip, they were being flown to Disney World on an all-expenses-paid vacation organized by American Airlines. What happened next transformed an ordinary airport scene into something extraordinary. As the Star-Spangled Banner began to play through the terminal, a wave of stillness swept across the concourse. Travelers who moments before had been rushing to gates, checking boarding passes, or scrolling through phones suddenly stopped in their tracks. Across the terminal, people turned toward the sound, many placing hands over hearts in a spontaneous gesture of respect. The whole airport literally stopped and sang the national anthem with the military present in salute, Tringale described in her post. The scene was particularly poignant because of the contrast it presented. Airports represent constant movement, places where people are perpetually in transit, focused on their destinations rather than their surroundings. Yet for these few minutes, that restless energy was channeled into complete attention and respect. Military personnel present in the terminal stood at attention, offering crisp salutes to the children. Around them, ordinary travelers, people with flights to catch, meetings to attend, connections to make, paused without hesitation. The usual barriers that separate strangers in public spaces seemed to dissolve in that moment. "I walked out into the concourse to this scene," Tringale continued in her post. "American Airlines was flying a plane full of children who had lost a parent in combat to Disney World on an all-expenses-paid trip, and they threw a party for them at the gate." What made the tribute particularly moving was its spontaneity. This wasn't a planned public event or orchestrated photo opportunity. It was a genuine moment of collective recognition, hundreds of strangers acknowledging the sacrifice these families had made. The children, lined up to board their flight to Orlando, became the center of attention in a way that honored rather than intruded. For young ones who had experienced profound loss, this moment represented something powerful, a community's acknowledgement of their sacrifice and a reminder that their parents' service had not been forgotten. Most every person standing around, myself included, was bawling at the sight of these kids and spouses who have paid so great a price for our country, Tringale admitted. Her candid acknowledgement of her emotional response resonated with many who later viewed the video. There was something about the vulnerability of these children, contrasted with the formality of military salutes and the solemnity of the national anthem, that broke through the usual emotional barriers of public spaces. The gesture from American Airlines represented more than just corporate philanthropy. The all-expenses-paid trip to Disney World offered these children a chance to experience joy and wonder, an opportunity to be children again in a place designed for imagination and happiness. Yet the airline's decision to honor them publicly before departure added another dimension to the gift: recognition and respect. When Tringale described the scene as so humbling, she captured something essential about why the video resonated with so many viewers. In an era often marked by division and disagreement, this moment at Nashville International Airport offered a glimpse of unity around values that transcend political differences: respect for sacrifice, care for the vulnerable, and honoring those who serve. The video quickly went viral after Tringale posted it, accumulating thousands of shares and comments. Viewers from across the country and beyond responded with an outpouring of support and emotion. God bless these families who lost a spouse in the military, or these little children who lost a mommy or daddy, wrote one commenter, expressing the sentiment shared by many. God bless American Airlines for doing a wonderful thing to send these children to Disney World and make them happy. God bless our military for sacrificing for our freedom, and God bless America. Such comments reflected how the video tapped into deeply held values about patriotism, community, and caring for those who have sacrificed. For many viewers, the scene represented America at its best, a place where strangers come together to honor service and support those who have given the most. The power of this moment lay in its authenticity. Unlike carefully choreographed public events, this was a spontaneous expression of respect. The fact that hundreds of travelers, people with competing priorities and pressing schedules, chose to pause speaks to how deeply the announcement resonated. For the children boarding that flight, the experience must have been powerful. Beyond the excitement of their upcoming Disney adventure lay the knowledge that their parents' sacrifice was recognized and honored by their fellow citizens. While nothing can fully compensate for the loss of a parent, the community's acknowledgement of that sacrifice offers a different kind of comfort. This moment at Nashville International Airport serves as a reminder of how simple acts of respect can create powerful connections between strangers. In a space typically defined by transience and individual journeys, people found a way to become, however briefly, a community united in gratitude and recognition. Long after the children's vacation ended and the travelers continued to their various destinations, the impact of this moment remains, preserved not just in Tringale's video, but in the memories of all who were present. It stands as testimony to how, even in the most unexpected places, we can find moments of profound human connection and shared values. In the words of Tringale, seeing the general public in an airport stand still to honor these kids was simply beautiful. In that beauty lies a reminder of our capacity for collective compassion and the power of pausing, even in our busiest moments, to honor what truly matters.